It's my fault that Mom and Dad fight all the time. It sucks because they fight about me a lot, about how I don't get good grades and I don't want to do my homework because it's stupid. Dad never even comes to any of my soccer games, and then he yells at me for not doing my homework, as if he even cares. If he looked at my homework, he would realize that it's so dumb, but he just gets mad at me.
So as you see it, there are two very important issues that we should talk about together. First, you're upset because your parents fight about not doing your homework. Second, you're hurt because it seems that your dad does not care about anything except your homework, since he doesn't come watch you play soccer.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. It's like they don't even care about my homework. They just want something else to fight about. And who cares about grades? They don't even matter anyway.
As we've talked about your parents fighting and your relationship with your dad, I've been wondering if there's an issue of communication between you and your parents. What do you think? Are you able to talk to your parents easily? Do you feel like they listen to you and you listen to them?
I don't know. I guess not really. They don't care what I have to say. Sometimes Mom does, but Dad, he just yells, so I can't even say anything to him. That's why he doesn't get it.
Okay, Billy. Well, it seems to me that we've identified two major issues that we should talk about together. Let's go over them again, and I'll write them down this time so we can have them in front of us as we work together and go along. First, there's an issue of your parents fighting because you're not doing your homework. Second is that your relationship with your dad has become difficult since you're having trouble communicating because you feel like he just yells at you all the time. Do you think those are important issues that we should talk about together, Billy?
Yeah, those seem pretty important.
Okay, since we've figured out our specific issues, let's work together to establish a specific goal for each one. The first issue that we talked about is the fact that since you don't do your homework, your father yells at you and your parents fight. What do you think would help the situation become one of the past?
Well, I guess if I did my homework, my dad wouldn't yell at me about it, and maybe they wouldn't fight about it so much anymore.
So, if you completed your homework, the fighting about you doing your homework would most likely end?
Yeah, I think so.
When you say complete your homework, does that include handing it in to the teachers in class?
Yeah, I might as well if I'm going to do it.
Well, that would be great, Billy. What do you think about trying that out this week?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so how does this sound for our first goal? We will review this together with your parents, so with one of them helping you, this week you will complete your homework every night and hand it in the next day to your teachers.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Great. Now, about your communication with your father. I understand that you feel like he isn't involved in your life very often, and when he is, he just yells at you to get your homework done. What would you like to change about that issue?
Well, I guess I wish he would come to my soccer game like my mom does. He just never has the time, and then when he's home, I wish he would just help me with my homework instead of yelling at me all the time to do it.
So when your dad doesn't yell at you about your homework and makes more of an effort to be involved in your life, this will no longer be an issue?
Yeah, then everything would be the way it's supposed to be, like all the other kids.
All right. So how about we set up one more goal for this week before our session next week?
All right.
How about for our second goal, we talk to Dad and set up a specific time 3 nights a week for you and him to sit down together for 15 minutes and talk about something other than homework.
Okay, but only if Dad promises not to yell.
Okay. Action plan. Billy Smith, client, and Joan Paternoster, social worker, agreed to meet together once a week for the next 6 weeks for 1-hour sessions. Our purpose is to accomplish the goals previously stated. Billy will complete his homework every night this week and hand it in to his teachers the next day. Billy will also have 15 minutes of time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night to talk to his father about anything other than schoolwork. We will meet in my office to further discuss his parents' role in helping Billy complete these goals. We will keep track of how often Billy completes his homework and hands it in on time, as well as how the meetings go with his father at night. I will be involved with Billy's teachers in order to help keep track of Billy's homework. Okay, so our next next step is to ask Mom and Dad to come in and talk with us about how we're going to achieve these goals. We'll have them come in and sit with us tomorrow and talk about how they feel about our plan of action and their involvement. As our first step towards achieving these goals, what do you think about you asking your parents to come in and talk to us?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So as a first step towards reaching our goal, I would like to talk to your teachers about different resources available in order to help you complete your homework after school.
Okay.
Evaluation plan. The baseline is no homework being completed this week and no successful meetings with Dad. Day by day, was homework completed, yes or no? Was meeting with Dad successful with no talking of homework, yes or no?